Yeah, but no, I wore the Cardinals hat to the meet and greet last year, just because I got sick of all the fucking Chicago people coming to St. Louis. Like, I'm gonna wear my Cubs stuff, and it's like, oh, nope, turnabout's fair play. And we ran into one person from our area who appreciated it, so that's even
Yeah, but we
better.
weren't like walking down the streets of Chicago.
Oh, I'm gonna have my wrestling is forever hat that I wore to All In for that. Like that just goes without saying.
All
But
right, I got my Hook shirt on.
Hook,
Yeah, I'm now officially a hooker. Uh-huh. Or in this
mm-hmm.
case, the cult of Hookhausen.
Cult of Hookhausen. And hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of the Just Us Marks Wrestling Recap Show. I am the Athletic Geek, joined on the other end of the tin cannon string. Let me turn my phone and tablet down. By CJ
Yep.
and EZ.
Boogity, boogity, boogity.
Fuck
We were
yeah.
talking racing earlier.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And Nick will not be joining us because he's at Vacation Bible School. So I hope he's having fun.
Gonna teach us all those songs.
You got the joy, 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 and this little light of mine, and all that fun
You know
stuff.
what? I'll be very impressed if Brother Love is there.
Well, seeing as how I think IRL Bruce Pritchard is an atheist, I don't think he's going to be there.
I don't is either.
But we have some stuff to.
Spirit in the sky.
We have some.
One of the greatest songs of all time.
It is.
Spirit in the Sky. Written by a Jew. Oh, the irony.
Well, again, George Burns was an atheist and played God in a movie. But enough about that. We got some wrestling to talk about. There's a pay-per-view this Sunday that the whole world is limping into. But if you've never seen this show before, this is the Just Us Marks Wrestling Recap Show. I met EZ at All In. I met CJ locally. We love wrestling, love talking wrestling. We love sharing our love of pro wrestling with each and every one of you out there. However, just like each and every one of you out there, we are just fans. Our opinions are that of any other fan. We avoid insider terms. And at the end of the day, we're not insiders. We're not wrestlers. We's just a bunch of Mezarks.
Mezarks, eh?
Mezarks. Mezarks. This is not a Shizoot. Thanks for coming. Everybody's doing all right. But so we're not going to run a competition for Forbidden Door because let's just face it, with all the injuries, well,
we don't even know who's going to be there.
Yeah, it's
also it's just gonna be like All In.
Boy, that opens up a whole other can of worms.
Funny you say that.
You know, I'm going to say this. How the hell and the politics and everything that this show has gone through is proof of just how special All In is or was, and how you're only going to probably capture that sort of lightning in a bottle one time.
Just like Jericho, once in a generation.
Or Hiroshi Tanahashi, once in a century.
Okada, once in a galaxy. I don't know.
Is that actually a thing? I don't think
so.
I'll
make it a thing.
Yeah. Jericho would be the once in a galaxy because it's the AEW galaxy. So we got some predictions to do for the show. How many of these are actually going to be true? Because, fucking Will Ospreay may stub his toe, and that in turn may break his foot. John Moxley might cut himself shaving, and that could lead to some more shit. The show is fucking cursed. I blame Danhausen.
You would make me choke while I drink.
Yeah. But we do have
there he goes again. The curse.
The curse. This office is cursed.
Maybe I should wear a Danhausen.
We still have predictions to do. But yeah, like this card, like it's not a bad card, but it's just kind of one of those. In retrospect, maybe I wouldn't travel for this show. Like this were in St. Louis, I'd be there. Like it's cool, but hotel and
I mean, honestly, I feel like if this was also on the West Coast, I think there would have been some, real popularity out there. So I think like New Japan, like it has a great audience in the U.S., but I think it's mostly just in the West
it's
Coast.
not a bad. It's not a bad idea to run this in Chicago because like Ring of Honor used to run quite a few of their joint shows with New Japan in Chicago.
Yeah.
So the idea is not bad. It's just kind of now the politics are stronger with this one because Ring of Honor would just go like, oh sure, yeah, come in and do this shit, and what have you. But now with AEW, it's like, yeah, no, we're not just gonna let you run roughshod over everyone. There's anything curse you, Dan. Yes, see, Mercedes is on my side. He knows what's up. This guy knows what's going on.
No, you know what this stuff feels like? WrestleMania 32 when we had all those injury bugs.
Yep. And then kind of like, hey, you gonna do something that's painfully obvious right in your face? No, but get this. This is what we're doing, you guys. But there's still predictions to be predicted. Starting with the buy-in. Max Caster and the Gun Club of Billy Gunn, Austin Gunn, and Colton Gunn versus Yuya Uemura, Alex Coughlin, the DKC, and Kevin Knight. Easy, who you picking and why? I think I already know.
Yeah, Caster and Gun Club, because just in no disrespect, I have no idea who the hell they're fighting. But...
Well, you would be right to think that because they're basically like students
They're
in
young
Young Lions.
Yeah.
So they're.
I miss Anthony Bowens. I really hope he gets better, please.
Yes.
I'm just not really digging the Acclaimed and Gun Club. It's like no, I
am digging. No, I am digging the Acclaimed Gun Club. That is fucking gold every time it's out there. Scissor me, daddy ass. Someone's gonna get a sound clip of just that, and I'm okay with it.
Well, let's see what they're gonna roast Chicago about this time.
CJ, who are you picking in this one?
I pick the Scissoring Ass Boys.
I also picked the Scissoring Ass Boys. All right, so there's that one. The next match that we're gonna predict the winner and who's gonna be in it. Bryan Danielson's not going to wrestle Zack Sabre Jr., but Zack Sabre Jr. is going to wrestle, and Bryan Danielson has picked his replacement to be announced. My favorite. Right up there, vacant. So, easy, who you picking as the opponent, and who you picking to win the match?
I mean, this is like seriously hard because I know that Sabre Jr., like, he's got some talent with Rev Pro as well. So I was literally looking through their roster to see, like, maybe somebody from his own backyard. But
well, also, Zack Sabre Jr. moved to Japan. Like, he's full on board with New Japan.
But he's still listed under the Rev Pro roster. Even Pac is. But I literally don't know. Like, I have one idea, but this
who is it?
Just... y'all are going to be wondering, what the hell did I smoke today? Flip Gordon. Because here's what I saw. In an email that Pro Wrestling Tees said that they're removing Flip Gordon's merchandise off the store. I thought, is he going somewhere? They book Flip for this? Like, I don't know. That's just one, but for real though, I really don't know because I can't say Kenny Omega because he's still injured. Like, there's no way they're gonna have the show open up like that.
You don't want
to Omega.
You don't want to think about anybody that may have been released from WWE.
Shane McMahon?
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know. I'm sorry. Like, I'm literally drawing a blank with this. But as for the winner, Sabre Jr.
Okay.
Mostly for the fact that, like, again, I don't know who it's gonna be.
Okay.
So I'm like thinking technical wrestlers. Like, and again, keep in mind,
And that's not Flip Gordon.
Ability, so I have some things that I might forget about in certain people.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that, but I'm with you there. But CJ, who are you? Who do you think will be the opponent?
Okay, no, sorry. I'm gonna change my answer. I'm gonna say Hook. I'm sorry. I'm gonna say Hook.
That's maybe even more bold.
I don't care. What? Shut up. I think Hook.
Oh no, I'm just saying.
I would love to see that.
Okay, I mean, I would love to see it. It's just, you think they're gonna make Hook lose to ZSJ?
No, you know, I think Hook's gonna win.
Okay. CJ, who you picking and why?
Well, I think I'm going to go with my heart choice, even though I don't necessarily want them signing new talent. I think they're signed new talent in this spot regardless. I'm going to go with Johnny Gargano. I'm going to like that match if that's the truth. We discussed several options after this was announced, and that was kind of the first idea and what I think is the best idea. I think Gargano wins because they made it very clear that whoever this person is that's taking Daniel Bryan's spot right now is going to be a new member of the group.
Yeah.
So they're officially in the Blackpool Combat Club. They are probably pretty officially signed with AEW. That might be a little bit more murky territory, but they're officially in the group. So I don't think that you can have them like, hey, it's my first night in the group and I lost, because that's not going to go over well. So
right,
whoever it is, I think has to win the match. But that's who I think it is.
Okay. There's a lot of people I've seen discussed. Gargano was brought up. I'm not gonna mention the person that I think it should be, and that would be the best choice, and that I'd love for it to be, and that would actually make a lot of sense to be, because I don't want to set myself up for disappointment when it's not them. So I'm going to mention somebody who will have a good match with Zack Sabre Jr., but maybe somebody where it's like, if I keep my expectations here, if it's this person, I'm okay. But then I'm not setting myself up for, oh, but it's not this other person. Damn. And I'm not trying to downplay this individual because he's really, really, really good. I'm going with Jonathan Gresham. Jonathan Gresham would have a phenomenal match with Zack Sabre Jr. Good technical wrestler. He could do some cool stuff. He would kind of fit in the Blackpool. He maybe doesn't have the grittiness, but he has the technical ability to fit in with Blackpool Combat Club. He's with Ring of Honor, so he's kind of like already in the mix. So yeah, I'm going with Jonathan Gresham. There are some other people like the aforementioned Gargano and some other people who I'm not gonna say because I don't want to set myself up for, But if it's at least Jonathan Gresham, I'm okay, because you can inject Jonathan Gresham and Zack Sabre Jr. having a technical wrestling match like right here. Just I'll mainline that. Like, that's great for me. There's some other people I'd probably like better, but that's still cool for me. So yeah, and if it is Jonathan Gresham, I do see him losing this one to Zack Sabre Jr. just because Bindor is needing the word hurt. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm definitely with you on that one. But Jonathan Gresham, I don't see winning Zack Sabre Jr. because against him, because no offense to Jonathan Gresham again, but kind of in the worldwide scope of wrestling, as great as Jonathan Gresham is, it's like he's not like as big of a deal, especially like there's going to be give and take, and there's going to be some pretty big give from New Japan a little bit later. I don't think they're going to let one of their top guys lose to Jonathan Gresham. As great as Jonathan Gresham is, it's kind of it would be the equivalent to like I'm trying to think like a really good example for this. Like if WWE, like if WWE were doing like a main roster versus NXT card, like when they did that at Survivor Series 2019, they're not gonna have like AJ lose to Kyle O'Reilly or Bobby Fish. It's not saying it wouldn't be a great match and that Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly weren't great talents, but they wouldn't have AJ Styles or Bryan Danielson lose to them on pay-per-view. That's kind of where my head's at. But yeah, I'm going with Jonathan Gresham. So the next match is Bullet Club of El Phantasmo and Hikuleo and the Young Bucks versus Darby Allin, Sting, and representing Los Ingobernables de Japón, Shingo and Hiromu Takahashi. The Dudes with Attitude. Yes, they stole Diesel and Shawn Michaels' tag team name, or most of it. They just didn't add 2 in front of it. Easy, who are you picking and why in this one?
Bullet Club.
I'm also going to say this about like to me, like this is the embodiment of, and this is where Bullet Club's at, everybody. Hikuleo. Honestly, like just kind of given some hindsight, rather than have a 4-way match for the IWGP title, which we'll talk about later, I'd much rather just thrown Cole and Jay into this match. Keep Hikuleo out. Have El Phantasmo, the Young Bucks, Cole and Jay White versus Darby, Sting, LIJ members, and like Matt Hardy. That would have been like a better match, and then just save Hangman and Okada as just a singles match. That way you could have your Bullet Club and your whatever and this, that, and the other, and then just that'd be what I'd rather have had happen. But instead we have Hikuleo. Really, this whole card is like it's a New Japan person, everybody. But yeah, CJ, who you picking and why?
I'm gonna go with the Bullet Club group, just because.
I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to go with the Dudes with Attitude, but I'm gonna have like, because they're going with Hikuleo and El Phantasmo, I see just kind of like thinking of like, hey, how are they actually gonna play this match out? Sting is gonna like pin one of those guys. You know what I mean? Like Sting won't take the fall, but like he's gonna pin the fall guy of the Bullet Club.
I really feel like this is gonna be my bathroom break.
This is probably gonna be. I don't know. I don't know. Like it very well could be either that or the inevitable CM Punk comes out and addresses the crowd. Will be when I go get a beer. You guys didn't pick up on my irony with that. But yeah,
it'll be a bigger question. Will CM Punk?
Oh, he'll be there. He's gonna show up and
he'll come out. He'll wave his little hat to the crowd. Maybe got a little promo.
Got a little promo. Yeah. Talk about how.
So just like Leave Their Own. Tom Hanks just step out, waves his little hat, tells.
That's exactly what I said.
Yeah. Wave his hat, tell the audience to kiss his ass.
He won't tell us to kiss his ass
for that Prime show.
But yeah. I'm going with dudes with attitude just because I see Sting pinning one of the two Bullet Club scrubs. The next match, according to
now, just to be clear, did they call Darby and Sting dudes with attitudes, or is that the LIJ group?
That's just the whole group and what they're calling this particular group of the LIJ members and Darby and Sting. Again, if it was called two dudes with attitudes, it would be Diesel and Shawn Michaels tag team.
Lovely.
So according to Wikipedia, the next match is for the AEW Women's World Championship. Champion Thunder Rosa versus Toni Storm. Easy, who you got and why?
This one is like hard. Like this is actually going to be, I hope, for a great match. But I don't see her dropping the title this fast, so I'm going to say Thunder.
Okay, CJ?
Yeah, I think that there'll be some shenanigans and Thunder Rosa retains.
I'm going in the opposite direction. I think of no fault of Thunder Rosa's, but her reign hasn't really caught on. Again, no fault of her own. It's all been the person with the pencil here. But I'm thinking they're gonna try and maybe see if doing this title change will maybe drum up some new interest, and I'm gonna go Toni Storm.
I would be happy either way.
All right, so the next one is a 3-way winner-takes-all match for the ROH Tag Team Championship and the IWGP Tag Team Championship. The ROH Tag Team Champions FTR versus the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions, the United Empire representatives of Great-O-Khan and Jeff Cobb versus, apparently now in the heavyweight division, Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta. Trent went to the heavyweight division, but not Rocky. Roppongi Vice. Easy, who you got and why?
And I am totally okay seeing Roppongi Vice in this match. I'm gonna go with FTR on this one. I see them just being the tag team belt collectors that hopefully they're going to win the tag team champions off the Young Bucks. Well, looking for part 2.
3,
sorry.
All right.
It's been a while.
CJ, who you picking?
I think you have to go with FTR. Yeah. I think that's why Roppongi Vice got added to this.
It's FTR. Yeah, it's FTR across the board for me. Yeah, you have to, especially now. You can set them up for All Out against the Young Bucks, and you can have the real winner takes all match. Do it in a cage or a ladder or something or other. 2 out of 3 falls, maybe. You can do something. But yeah, that's who I'm going with in this one. Probably the match I'm looking forward to the most. Just because I feel like you gotta go FTR, but there's still more mystery among this match than every other match on this card. And if there is a match with mystery, I don't care. Except maybe Rosa and Storm, that'll be really good too. But yeah. IWGP United States Heavyweight Championship match. Champion Will Ospreay, sans belt because Juice Robinson still has it. She was stripped of the title. Versus Orange Cassidy. Easy, who you picking and why?
Orange Cassidy, please. It'd be insane. I'd love it. Every minute of it. New Japan would honestly love Orange Cassidy having his random appearances and just be cool.
Would they?
Japan.
Would they? Would New Japan love that?
I don't know. There's a lot of ridiculous things they like out there.
Yeah, but
I think they would have fun with
this isn't DDT, where is the home for all that crazy stuff. This is New Japan, where I don't know. I think we would like it as AEW fans. I don't know if New Japan would like that though. And I don't know if the New Japan audience in Japan would like that.
New Japan is the same company that the world champion is your favorite wrestler, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, but I kind of see where they're coming from. Like at least the Japanese audience comes from with Jay White more than Orange Cassidy. Like at least in terms of presentation and like how long he's been there. Orange Cassidy
maybe,
hasn't done anything.
You would just keep Cassidy, booked with New Japan USA, like have him on the tours over there.
Would I like to see it? Would I like to see it? Sure. It's just kind of one of those like. I don't. This is about like if Jacques Villeneuve would have winning the Daytona 500. We all wanted to see it, but will it happen? Never say never. But
left
who knows?
Formula One earlier, maybe.
I'm talking about this year. But CJ, who are you picking and why in this one?
I'm going with Ospreay in this
one. It's just kind of
you guys.
And like I said, it's
a politics game. Like they have to put over New Japan's people too.
Yeah,
it can't be all AEW.
Yeah, if it's like the AEW rules thing, like New Japan's gonna go, okay, there's no benefit for us to do this.
Yeah,
and I hate to break this to a lot of people watching this, but in Japan, they don't give a shit about AEW as much as we give a shit about AEW here. Like, they really don't.
New Japan doesn't give a shit about any of our people, to be honest with you.
They'd maybe, except for like maybe Mox and Brian,
yeah, I mean, like a couple, but like
Kenny coming back, like
the AEW or WWE is the #1 promotion in Japan too. This is a different world.
Yeah,
they like different things.
Yeah,
wrestling is for the people who like wrestling in Japan, and there are quite a few. It's a very serious matter.
Yeah. I think like outside of well here for an example, just to give context, the Japanese fans didn't love the Elite that much. Like they really didn't. Like, I mean, not gonna say they were like, completely unover or anything like that, but Japanese fans, like, other than like Kenny, they didn't like have as big of a love affair as we did here in the States with Cody and Hangman and the Bucks and that other guy whose name escapes me at the moment. So just kind of.
It was Marty Jannetty, right?
Yeah.
He was trying to make a comeback.
We'll go with that one. Next match. Chris Jericho, Sammy Guevara, and Minoru Suzuki versus Eddie Kingston, Wheeler Yuta, and Shota Umino. Easy, who you picking and why in this one?
Jericho, Sammy, and Suzuki, so Minoru could finally have a win.
Oh, he got a win over QT Marshall on Dark.
What's your point? But
he has a win.
For real though, just to keep, the Jericho Appreciation Society at best. I think this would just be pretty cool for them, just to rise back up now, especially now that Sammy's back, because it's like, well, obviously with people hating on Sammy, so what do you have to do? Bring him back with Jericho.
Yep. CJ, who are you picking? Who are you picking and why in this one?
No, we're going with the Jericho crew.
Yeah, I feel like Shota or I feel like Shota maybe takes the fall in this one. The Jericho crew. However, I do see either during or after the match there being
tension.
What's that?
Tension.
Some kind of miscommunication with Suzuki and Chris Jericho. Because Chris Jericho's gone on record saying he wants to wrestle Minoru Suzuki. That'd be a good match for the Tokyo Dome. Yeah. That's kind of... This is just kind of where you plant the seeds. There's going to be some long entrances with Kazan Inare and Judas. All I ask, I will be okay with this match as long as we get some kind of interaction during the match if both the legal men are Eddie and Suzuki. That has to happen. To Glory Pro Wrestling alums, shout out.
I just need like 10 minutes of that.
Yeah.
I think everyone would just be like, what are we watching? Just Kingston and Suzuki in the same ring? Like,
Yeah.
oh, God. Yep. What could go wrong? The multiverse is about to explode.
So the next match is the 4-way match for the inaugural All-Atlantic and apparently Japan 2 championship match.
All-Atlantic and Pacific. Indian Ocean belt.
Indian Ocean, Antarctica, European Television, 7-Eleven, 24/7 championship.
65.
Yeah. Puck versus Miro versus Malachi Black, and fuck the fucking injury world not giving us Tomohiro Ishii! Fucking giving us Clark Connors! Who the fuck is that son of a bitch?
That was literally going to be my question. Who the fuck is Clark Connors?
Who the fuck cares?
It's
That's
like
the best you
Chris
can
Harrison.
goddamn do!
Chris Harrison.
This is my hill to die on this week. This is my I'm fucking pissed. Really? I'm not trying to
I'm
shit.
pretty sure you just broke that table.
No, it's still there. Just fucking like.
See, this is your bathroom break match right here.
No, it shouldn't be the bathroom break
No.
match because 3 of them are great. I'm not trying to bash Clark Connors, but like that's your fucking substitution for Ishii? Really?
I don't
Really?
know this, but apparently he's pretty good.
Okay, but still, you need something like throw fucking Archer in there. He's a New Japan guy.
Lance Archer literally could have been a much better replacement.
Yep. This is literally you there. You seem to work for New Japan. Please come into this match now.
Or how about we find someone who used to be a 24/7 champ? Hey, wait, Gronkowski retired. He could come make his AEW debut.
Well, here's why I'm
God
not.
forbid.
I'm not breaking tables over there, Matt Hardy. This is a really good opportunity for New Japan to highlight some stars that maybe our American fans aren't watching, since New Japan isn't as popular in America right now. Like, yeah, you're getting some of your big hitters, but you're also getting some new people sprinkled in. Hikuleo is a newer person. Yes, he's been on American TV. This is okay. This is
Okay, would you have been okay at Squirt Circle Expo with, I'm not going to say Steamboat, but would you have been okay with like someone like Ted DiBiase being replaced with like fucking
Ted DiBiase Jr.?
yes.
That's not the same. That's a meet and greet versus
I'm just
a
saying
showcase of your actual talent.
it's still it's like, look, I get you got to have a replacement. Like I get that,
We're
but
sitting
like
here bitching every week about Ricky Starks hasn't been on TV in 2 weeks, and the younger guys and the indie guys aren't on AEW as much because we got to have CM Punk time, and we got to have Bryan Danielson time, and this time, and that time, and this. New Japan's got to have their newer guys pushed too. They're getting bit by an injury bug. The older guys are getting older and getting hurt more. So yeah, it's probably not a bad idea to go, hey, we got this dude that's got some talent. He's kind of like picking up. Why don't we throw him in there? Because he was also in the match with Ishii to get this spot. It wasn't just like he was hanging out in the corner and got rando picked. He was in the match.
But it's like, if you're gonna replace somebody, like especially a big name like Ishii, like you gotta pick somebody with a little bit more oomph behind it. You have
also got to
there's also a lot
who can get here.
Okay, there's a whole here's a good one. Here's a name. He's gonna be in the G1. He's kind of been under the radar. He's been a big deal in New Japan Strong. Filthy Tom Lawler.
Yeah, sure.
He would work great in this. He's been really good and strong. He's was on The Ultimate Fighter, so he's got like a little bit of an aura about him. you know, he's
And
got a
where's he
gimmick.
from?
He's from here in America.
Then he
But I'm-
can't be in this tournament.
Yeah, he could. Oh, okay, yeah.
There's no Americans in this
I
tournament.
get. Yep. There you go. Yep. That's the one thing. It is what the wrestling, the international wrestling Twitter loves. It's just fuck America. That is the name of this. This fucking It's just all the more reason why this fucking belt is a fail. I don't know.
Maybe.
I hope.
Thank you. I'll be here crushing everyone's dreams for probably the next hour and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, I just already the whole idea behind this belt is just, and the name of it, all of this is just silly to me, and like this is just kind of like the no Ishii now. Great. But whatever.
This has no impact because we all know he wasn't winning this belt.
Yeah, that true. Maybe Clark Connors will actually win the belt. Maybe I'm hoping to see something good from him, but there's just so many other. It's like, okay, him, and just like, hey, listen, like, yeah. But the next match is a fatal 4-way match for the IWGP
Are we going to
World.
predict who's winning this belt?
Oh yeah, because I'm
We're
gonna,
just going to bitch about it. And throw
yeah,
it
we're just
away
gonna bitch about it.
Miro and Malachi Black are still in this match. It's going to be fucking.
I'm going with Malachi.
I'm going Malachi. He needs something.
I'm going Miro because Malachi is going to get the trios belt because he can't be a single star.
Yeah.
Apparently, I don't
That's
know.
another reason why I'm so sad. We were gonna get some Miro and Ishii action. That would have been great. Get some of that. Like now the one thing I was looking forward to in this match the most is gone. All right, so now we're going to go to the next match. It's the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship match, Fatal 4-Way, which surprised the fuck out of me because New Japan doesn't like that kind of shit. Jay White, the champion, versus Kazuchika Okada, versus Hangman Adam Page and Adam Cole. Easy, who you picking and why?
Hang up. Let me find my reference. Okay, that was bad, but still.
There goes another
baby.
table.
Okada. Okay, fine. There we go.
Okay.
Did it on the glass table, which was bad.
Okay. CJ?
Oh.
I'm going Jay White.
Yeah, you got to go Jay White in this one. I mean, they wouldn't have him win the belt like 2 weeks ago just to lose it now.
Yeah.
I mean, they did that at G1.
He didn't.
We went.
They're gonna redo the
He
whole
didn't win
match again
Yeah,
in Japan.
he didn't win the belt 2 weeks ago at G1. He won the belt a month ago. Was it stupid? Yes. Was there still at least, a month in between? Yes. This isn't WWE that has them, Drew McIntyre lose the Miz, only lose to Bobby Lashley in a week's time. Like that. That's not that.
Or Sasha Banks and Charlotte Flair playing hot potato.
Yeah, no.
That's just to get Charlotte Flair's numbers up.
Yeah. Woo.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah, you got to go with that. Like, I mean, I'd shit Solid Gold if Hangman won. Like that would make me so fucking happy in the world. But
it's not happening. He's
Yeah.
probably gonna eat a pin.
yeah, he's probably gonna lose to Jay White because fuck
What if
my
White
dreams. That's
pins
what.
Adam Cole?
It's possible.
Like,
It's-
Well,
Think
I'm sorry,
about
I
this.
dozed off.
Here's one weird theory here. So let's say Hangman, he throws in the buckshot Larry. He's about to pin Adam Cole, but Jay White just throws him out of the ring, and he pins Adam Cole, and then he wins, and everyone's like, "Oh shit, what just happened?"
I can't think of something within the Forbidden Door that I could care any less about. I care less about that than Clark Connors. But yeah, it's just about just Adam Cole and Jay White. Like to me, are just kind of like just stop.
I mean, there's some tension between those two, like whether you pay attention to this or not. But the fans are like, so what's going on? Is Jay White just going rogue, or is Adam Cole just going soft?
Well, Adam Cole's not in the Bullet Club. He's not in the damn club.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what Jay White is like leading up to. Is like he needs to call out saying like we kicked you out for a reason.
Well,
or
Jay
something, I don't
didn't
know.
kick him out. Kenny did.
Yeah.
Jay wasn't around then.
Well, Kenny did, but still, and we'll see.
Yeah, just kind of see the fact that like this is why like I would have still taken Cole and Jay and put them in a multi-man, and that would have been having like this big Bullet Club reunion as over as I am with the idea of the Bullet Club. Like that would have been better just having Hangman and Okada wrestle each other in a singles match. It would have been, first of all, like Hangman losing to Okada doesn't hurt him. It really doesn't. And it also kind of has.
I just realized that should have been a singles match, really.
Yep. And then also it kind of like has like that similar vibe of, when Okada wrestled somebody else whose name escapes me at the moment, at All In, where it's like, okay, hey, big singles match that, oh, we all know Okada's going to win. He's fucking Okada. And then, they wrestle out like, oh my God, Hangman was this close to beating Okada? Holy shit. And, that just raises Hangman's stock where it's like, yeah, I lost. Like, people can give him shit for saying lost, but like, hey, this, that, Hangman losing a singles match to Okada could do more for him in defeat than being some other guy in a multi-man match where there's like 0% chance for the AEW guys to win and a 1% chance for Okada to win. So, again, I don't know. I feel like this was just put on here so we can go like, hey, we put the belt on the line, when really, had instead of putting the belt on the line, you just build a better card.
I'm going to play devil's advocate on this one for the 2 matches instead of 1 multi-man match. How badly did AEW get ripped for how long the last pay-per-view was?
Yeah.
How many of us enjoyed like a 6-hour pay-per-view? How much shit do we give WWE every year for WrestleMania? So either you do so many multi-man matches and tag team matches to get your big stars and their stars on the card, or Hangman's not wrestling.
So I think there's more money and intrigue to that singles match of, hey, here's one of the most beloved people in New Japan versus one of the most beloved people in AEW. And just to kind of remind you, Japan doesn't care about Hangman as much as we do. So that match isn't like a big deal in a New Japan ring in Japan. But it's a big deal to us that like AEW and also like New Japan. And then the multi-man match, you can just make that, like, it doesn't have to be, you can lickety-split that in 6 minutes and get the super kicks and essentially do like All In with the main event. Hey, do your flips. That's your flippy shit match, and there's where you get your stuff and your 2 sweets and your finger splashes and your coffin drops and your all that other good shit and blibbity blobbity blue, and one of the fall guys takes the fall and you get out of there just like they do on a New Japan card where they have the big multi-man matches. That one can be a quick match, and then, there you go. And make it go from 11 matches to 12, and you could just, one match will be short. Hey.
No, I get why they did it. I get why they did it this way. I would have just preferred to do the tag team match, but
yeah.
I mean, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that'd have been. I would have been okay with that too.
You wanna put.
You want to build some intrigue. You want to make me think like, hey, I don't know who's going to win this anymore. Make a tag team match. Ooh, is Jay going to lose to Okada and set up a rematch? Yeah, ooh,
it does. But this sets up more storyline for New Japan moving forward when, like, Okada almost, like, maybe he gets Hangman or Cole down and ready to pin him, and Jay White swoops pin out. Like, hey, I was winning. Like, there's more storyline coming out of this potentially, depending on how they play it for New Japan, to necessitate a rematch.
I think they do. I don't know if they'll do a rematch because they're getting where it's G1 coming up, so I don't think the rematch is going to happen too soon.
They have the ability to go back to it though.
Yeah.
And for companies that are being plagued by injury, it is not.
How to restart this? We have had a technical glitch.
he goes.
Okay, we're back. Yeah, we lost the call. We
just fully convinced
lost
CJ that
we just lost the whole audio on here. A little technical difficulty.
I've convinced CJ that she's going to go to Le Mans for the 24-hour race.
He didn't. I had a nap.
Okay.
Well, you can have a great nap during the race.
Yeah, it's 24 hours. Yeah. Okay. Cool. She can have fun with that because I don't even want to go to the 24 hours of Le Mans.
Hey, you can do the 24 hours Daytona.
I don't even know if I want to go to that one. I'd rather just go to the 500. But yeah, I understand it, but I also think it's kind of like, I don't know. I just feel like they're leaving a lot more on the table with this than what there isn't. I think. I think you're getting the dream match that would actually be a dream match here in our ring, than our AEW ring, than it would be in their New Japan ring, you know? Did we lose each other again? Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go.
I'm on mute.
All right.
I think we'll see with the buy rates and stuff.
Yeah. So the final match for the interim AEW championship, Jon Moxley versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. It's Jon Moxley, everybody. It's Jon Moxley. It's Jon Moxley. I will say I like kind of the direction they took with this on Dynamite, with kind of saying like, hey, AEW's depending on Jon Moxley because if Tanahashi wins, we're not going to have a champion, and that belt's going to be away. And that itself, like, it's a good story. I'm not complaining about the story, but it's also like, it's Jon Moxley. Like, Jon Moxley's going to win. Anybody disagree with me on that one?
Actually, I do. I just hear me out. Like, have we not had? Wasn't there a scenario that at one point that CM Punk, he wants to fight Tanahashi, like before he got injured? Like, don't you?
Yes.
Think AEW would love to set this up though. Like, I would love, honestly, a huge upset if Tanahashi does win, and everyone's like, "Holy shit! Wait, Tanahashi has won the interim AEW belts, and will hopefully, probably get a match between him and CM Punk at probably All Out." We'll see. I don't know how long his injury is, but that would be my best guess.
He had several bones in his foot.
Yeah, like as much as I would love that, and would love kind of the intrigue of, oh, hey, our belt's gone, and would like how, like, would think that the storyline of, ooh, that would be great, that I don't.
You're looking at Full Gear at the earliest.
Yeah, for Tanahashi to do, even if you're not even going to do CM Punk, even if Tanahashi's going to defend against like other AEW talent, you're looking at All Out for the next time he's even back on TV, and this is not
maybe,
and the American fan base, as you can tell with everybody bitching, pissing, and moaning about Roman Reigns not being on every show and Brock Lesnar not being on every show, do you think the American fan base is going to be okay with AEW not having any champion of any kind for the summer?
Well, I won't say they won't have any champion of any kind, because they have a belt problem.
Okay, not a world champion of any kind, interim or otherwise. Like,
they have the ROH world champion.
Yeah, they have a, but not having the AEW champion, AEW world champion, would not resonate as well with the AEW and American fan base as it would.
No.
Maybe that would be a problem. So they're going to go with the safe option, which is fine. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's a bad call. I am not criticizing that decision at all. But do I think it'd be more interesting to let Tanahashi win and be like the whole, you can have the bad guys be like, oh, hey, Jon Moxley, you let us all down. Doom-de-doom-de-doom-de-doom-de-doom. Now we don't even have a world championship to go for. Digger-dum. But, but I just don't see. That's very risky for an American promotion.
Very risky for still a new promotion.
Yes. And again, The AEW fan base is one of the most vocal of, this is why Brock Lesnar was a bad champion. He wasn't there. This is why Roman Reigns is a bad champion now. He's not there. I don't know if they'll take that kindly to that. I don't think they would. Well, I'd love it. I'd love the stories that could come out of this, but I don't know. Again, I don't know if everyone else would, and I don't know if that's a good call. You know, I'm going to one time hear what Bully Ray says and go, yeah, you're kind of not writing for the you're writing for definitely the marks that way, the marks that still watch New Japan, and I don't think that would work.
It would make for interesting stories. I think that you could get something new and exciting out of it, but you're really taking a gamble. You're really taking a gamble on your crowd turning on you.
Yeah.
And you need, like, if you know you're going to an AEW show, you're paying $20, $50, $70, $100 for a ticket, a physical ticket. We're not talking about all of us that watch it on TV every week, the 800 some odd thousand of us. I'm talking about the people who are paying the money at the gate for the ticket. If you know for a fact that you're not going to see the world champion at that show, there's a downgrade there. I'm like, well, yeah, you'll see this guy and this guy and this guy. I'm like, but they're not the champ.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's, you know, you're running an all-out blitz against a Hail Mary there, and you're either gonna come up big and sack the quarterback and you're gonna be great, or you're gonna let it fly over your head and you're gonna lose big time.
And if it bombs, you have no recourse.
Mm-mm.
You can't correct the ship immediately. There's no pivot.
Yeah, you can't pivot off. Again, you're like, oh God, he caught it, and all of our guys just went after the quarterback, and there's the receiver. He's running. No, okay. Oh God, he's gonna.
Yeah, you just sat down on the run.
Yeah, because Tanahashi is going to be in the G1, so that means he's going to be unavailable for any sort of title defenses, even in Japan, throughout the whole summer.
Forgetting about that damn G1.
I mean, it's the biggest tournament in all of wrestling, and that's, if you go with that option, you cannot go, oh shit, we'll just have Tanahashi come in on Dynamite and lose it right away. No, like you're stuck, and you're stuck big time.
The only recourse you have is to say, like, okay, well, you got to come and defend it in like X amount of days, and AEW has kind of sniffed at that, like with the MJF stuff a long time ago, saying you have to wrestle a match like every 30 days or whatever. They can maybe pull that out of their hat and say, you got to come wrestle or we're stripping you of the belt. That's a very New Japan thing to do anyway.
Well, in New Japan, like it's a 90-day limit. Champion. It's a 90-day limit in New Japan too. So like if it's very much like,
that's why I'm saying, that's why I call back to the MJF thing where they say like, well, you got to wrestle every 30 days. Because I do remember very specifically, he said he had to wrestle like every month.
And also think about this. Okay, so let's just, for argument's sake here, Tanahashi wins. He goes back to Japan. He can't come back until after the G1. And then this doesn't work. And they say, oh, we're going to strip Tanahashi the belt because he's too busy in the G1 to defend it. That makes you look bad. Like, that is bad. Yeah. That's very bad.
You put an interim champion and then strip the interim, and then you have 3 people claiming that they're the champion that never lost. That's not a good look.
No.
So I'm the champion. Oh, I'm the champion. No, I'm the champion. No, I'm the champion. And I get that everybody in the fucking company has a belt at this point, but Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just not. Again, like I said, I from a fan's perspective, from just me, I think like, hey, kind of like what I said with the interim belt to begin with. Roll some dice. It's an interim belt. Like, but I also get like sometimes you gotta reel yourself in and not just do that. So, like I said, too much risk, not enough reward. Or
you're rolling a 20-sided die, and you need an 18 or above to beat the monster here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So
this is why I don't play D&D.
There are lots of other games.
Yeah.
It's not just D&D.
But yeah, so it's Moxley for 2, got 1 for Tanahashi, and that's pretty much all there is to talk about. Except for Christian's awesome promo. Damn, that was great.
Oh my god.
That was good.
That was that, Christian. Oh, like
Oof.
we gave a lot of shit to his debut, and rightfully so, because the owner was like making believe, well, maybe it's Brock Lesnar, maybe it's John Cena, maybe it's all these guys, and then ended up being Christian. It felt like a fart in church, but everything they've done with Christian in AEW so far has been perfect. And this promo was no exception.
I feel like now he's just going to make us tease that Jungle Express is going to break up because of just how Luchasaurus is just calmly spoken down. And it's like, no, it's okay.
But I liked that because
like
he's like,
like,
what about Marco? Remember Marco? Like, oh, and I feel like he's going to call to this later on. Like, yeah, Lucha Express was like a 3-person group. What happened when we didn't need a third person anymore? Oh, he gone. Mm-hmm. What's going to happen to you when Jungle Boy realizes he doesn't want to be in a tag team anymore? You're not the golden child. He is. You're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Turn on him before it's too late. He will eat you alive.
Mm-hmm.
Nice manipulation. He gets it from his brother.
And the best part about the whole thing, his old slogan of outwork everyone, old t-shirt, now he has a worked everyone shirt, and I love it. And I
want it.
I want it. Yep.
Oh, and there's also talks about AEW finally going to Canada, so Tony Khan, you better do that, or so help me God. I am going to Jacksonville, and I'm going to slap you in the face, and then ask you for my $100 back that Cody owes me.
Yeah, it's I don't think that bet transfers pandemics and companies.
Yeah, and I think he probably will direct you to go to Atlanta, Georgia, if you're looking for $100.
Yep.
Either way, just give me my damn Toronto show because I know I'm happy they're coming back to Cleveland, which I bought my ticket already. Just please give me a Toronto show already, so help me God.
Yeah.
Because you think, if you guys get screwed over things, hello, the Canadian wrestling fans have been screwed over since Montreal.
Well, it wasn't AEW that screwed over the Canadian wrestling fans. It was the Canadian wrestling fans that screwed the Canadian wrestling fans.
It's everybody.
Wrestling didn't screw Canada. Canada screwed Canada.
Okay, so St. Louis, they didn't get screwed over Full Gear. St. Louis just screwed themselves.
Can we skip over?
You're definitely not picking up on the joke there.
Yeah,
I know the joke.
I know the watch
joke.
Along.
I was trying to do a counter.
Just doesn't work because St. Louis isn't Canadian.
Whatever.
This is what happens when you work and work yourself into a shoot, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you say, Randy Orton fan club.
Mm-hmm. I'm actually really sad that he got hurt. I don't like him, but that just sucks.
Yeah, like he's out for like God knows how long.
Yeah,
he's having back surgery.
Oh, he's gonna retire.
I don't think he's gonna retire, but it's gonna be a year.
Yeah, even for people I don't like Randy Orton, the heart goes out to that. That's terrible. But you can put your heart on this video with a like, a share, and a subscribe if you enjoyed it. Check out some of the other content like Easy and I watching episode 3 of Monday Nitro on the Geeking Out podcast. And follow me on my social media pages, facebook.com/athleticgeekA9, Twitter athletic_geekA9, Instagram athleticgeekA9. And definitely, contribute to Patreon because
we got to buy some new tables after this week.
No, the table's fine. The table's fine.
He keeps telling me that.
It's a Japanese table. I am the table. But
well, maybe ask Bully Ray to get some tables.
no, Devon has to get those.
Yeah, we gotta ask Devon for the tables.
Devon's the guy that gets the tables. Okay. Or Truth, that one time he did. But yeah, like we need help keeping the lights on because this show might be in the dark next week. Probably not, but still.
The accountants are slashing the budget here.
Yeah, accountants slash the budget, and AC is important. So, all right, easy.
You can also support me.
Well, how can they support you?
I have Cash App.
How can they support you with not money, but with follows?
I'm not saying the damn words.
Like on social media.
Oh, that part. Okay. Follow me at the Twitterverse. It's Eric Zarins, ErikZarins. If you're in the Cleveland area, July 2nd, I'm going to Monster Jam. And if you're going to be in Cleveland, August 24th, AEW is going to be here. So I'm going to have a lot of fun. And then also for the first time, literally in 3 years, I am going back to Toronto in July. And I'm going to be seeing some Indie Toronto as well. Seeing some friends that I've not seen in forever. So we'll see if I'll be even on the show. Because I feel like I'm going to be insanely busy catching up with everybody.
That's fine. Just definitely... Definitely drink the fizzy lemonade and the brownie from the mall that I went to that one time.
Yeah.
I don't know what
they always say around the world, Toronto is the greatest city in the world. Just please don't live there. It's too fucking expensive.
Yeah, I don't remember what mall it was or what shopping center it was, but we stopped there for like a quick minute, and I got a fizzy lemonade, which is really good, and a brownie, and it was also very good.
Dufferin Mall, Sherway Gardens, Eaton Center, Yorkdale Mall.
I don't remember. I don't remember.
Outlet malls.
It was a mall, and I just
probably
remember
not even in business anymore.
Yeah, probably not. It was during the tour of Toronto, and I just remember we stopped there. And I'm like, oh hey, I want a drink. Ooh, there's a lemonade in a can. Oh, it's fizzy and it's delicious. But yeah,
I know our malls in Toronto, and I know they're still in business.
CJ, do you have social media?
I do, at CJ Team All Zero. We're going to Chicago. If you're in Chicago, please don't stab the guy screaming, breaking tables, wearing a cardinal hat, walking around, or the person that he's with.
Yeah, yelling
Stabbing is mean.
Yeah, yelling CM Punk sucks. That might happen. But for CJ and EZ, I'm the Athletic Geek. We're just Marks, and we're out. Have a good one.